Welcome in, Cancer Collective. It's Laura, and this is going to be a reading for the Virgo Full Moon Eclipse that's coming through this Friday. I want you to keep in mind, Cancer, that this is a South Node eclipse. It's going to bring in some sort of karmic release. Maybe it's going to bring in some deep healing. But ultimately, eclipses bring in necessary endings. They are fated. So whatever is falling away right now is likely going to make some space for something better. I want to remind you that this eclipse is aligning to the energy of the Fool. And so basically the universe is calling the collective to take a leap of faith. But before you can fully step into this new beginning, I think there might be something here that needs to be released, surrendered, or possibly healed. So trust that whatever is leaving your life right now in these energies is likely meant to go, in order for you to be able to move forward without this burden so you can align to your highest path. So let's dive deep into the energies with the oracle and the tarot messages, and let's see what this eclipse is activating for you. What Spirit wants you to know at this time is there is a caring connection here coming in. There is a soulmate connection here, and it is a 14 card. So I do feel this energy of temperance, and so maybe there's going to be an opportunity to heal a divine connection. The bottom of the deck, we get the Angel of Strength, and it's a 50 card, and so key 50 in the tarot, Cancer, is connected to the 10 of Cups, and so maybe there's going to be an opportunity to heal a connection. We see the Lion energy. I don't know if this is connected to Lionsgate. If you look back to maybe last summer around the 8/8 portal, we did have some pretty significant energy. So there could be a cycle wrapping up, a necessary ending to kind of make space for a caring connection. You could be dealing with a Leo. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. But ultimately, I do feel there's going to be an opportunity to heal, to mend, and to align with your highest path. So when it comes to this caring connection, it is carrying with it the vibration of the Two of Cups. What I feel here, Cancer, is some type of twin flame or soulmate relationship. And maybe it's coming into harmony. There very well could be a reconciliation, especially with this carrying the vibration of temperance. And so there's going to be something divinely guided and orchestrated during the eclipse. And this could be a new relationship. This could be an old relationship where maybe there was a lack of emotional openness in the past. But I do feel you are on a journey here, and self-love must come first as you kind of integrate and prepare for what I feel is a reconciliation. And so divine timing, right? Healing takes time, Cancer. You got to trust that what is meant for you is unfolding. And I do think this is about a relationship, but balance must be found before a deeper union can come through. And so I do feel this is a message of self-growth. Maybe you're learning to balance your own energies. I do feel there is a need to balance the masculine and feminine energies within yourself, or maybe even within a relationship. I do feel there could have been a break in communication, blocks in communication. Maybe in the past there was a parting of ways. Maybe in the past somebody let their ego get in the way, or maybe there was a group of friends that got in between a kindred partnership. I do feel a kindred spiritual partnership. And so I kind of just feel this very much could relate to the twin flame journey, but I think there needs to be some healthy action being taken, right? With the Angel of Strength on the bottom of the deck, it is saying that there is a need to move towards this connection. And maybe this is the difficult part. Maybe it's difficult because maybe there's fear about it leading towards bigger and better things. I think you want to keep in mind, though, there is some type of over logical process here connected to the emotional aspects. And so maybe you've been making plans. Maybe you need to vent your feelings. But remember, if there is an ending, that ending is to bring you forward a new beginning. And I do think that's at hand. So how can you kind of open up your heart? Open up your heart to a beautiful new caring connection. So let's go a little bit further here with the tarot, but this is feeling pretty good, Cancer. So what is coming in for my Cancer collective? Let's dig in and let's see what this eclipse is activating. What does Spirit want you to know at this time? Let's get some cards for Cancer. Keep in mind that this is for Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, even your North Node. We get the Ten of Swords. Maybe there was a painful ending in the past. Maybe there was a betrayal that needs to be talked about, that needs to be healed, that needs to be surrendered. We get the Ten of Swords to the Three of Wands in reversed. We get the Five of Swords upright. And we get the Two of Wands. And so there is a major crossroads energy coming through for you, Cancer, okay? Somebody here has a big decision to make, and I do think there's a need to right a past wrong. The Justice card in reversed on the bottom of the deck. And so whenever the Justice card comes out in reverse for me, it's a clear indication that, hey, somebody was done dirty in this connection, and there's a need to make something right. Yeah, there is fate and there's destiny at play here under the energies of this full moon eclipse for you, Cancer. So let's talk about these energies. Together, these cards for me are telling a story of a very painful past ending. I think there's some unresolved conflicts. I do think Spirit here is definitely hounding somebody. I do feel maybe there's a feminine in the connection that got hurt, that got betrayed, but there's definitely a need to step into some deep healing here for sure. There's a need to step into healing before there can be true balance in a union. I also feel this message is strongly suggesting that this past betrayal led to some massive disappointment. There could have been a misalignment. Maybe there was a lack of addressing fully the needs in a connection, and there was a release, I feel, without proper closure. That's really what I'm feeling. And so the Ten of Swords, the Five of Swords, there's deep wounds here connected to a twin soul or a soulmate connection. There was probably an ending that led to some type of betrayal, where maybe somebody that had deep trust in a connection was betrayed. And there's conflict here, right? Somebody here is really conflicted in the mind. Somebody is feeling conflicted. Maybe they're realizing, hey, there was manipulation here. I was manipulated, or maybe you were the manipulator. I'm feeling a block on the throat. There's a challenge connected to ascension here. I always feel ascension with this Five of Wands, or Five of Swords. Sorry, Five of Wands. I do feel a deep internal conflict here. But what I'm feeling, Cancer, is there was some type of power struggle. Somebody here, I feel, allowed ego to get in the way. There was likely miscommunication. Maybe there was a one-sided decision here that led to a very hurtful outcome. I do think there's a pain here that is still lingering. I do think somebody walked away from a connection, maybe due to fear, maybe due to pride or misalignment. I also feel there's a pattern here of self-sabotaging behavior, either by one or both individuals, that needs to be healed. I feel there's somebody here feeling stuck too, and maybe feeling like they can't take action to make amends because I feel maybe somebody is unsure about moving forward or if this can even be healed. The Ten of Swords is the ultimate betrayal. So Cancer, I kind of feel this full moon eclipse is bringing forward a choice, though. There's going to be a choice. Are you going to stay where you are? Are you going to move forward? Are you going to embrace healing? I feel maybe somebody here hurt the other person so bad in the past that they've got regrets. This is feeling like there's some regrets here that need to be addressed, that need to be worked through, connected to some blocks here. There's probably a need for forgiveness. So are the wounds of the past going to be released? Are they going to continue to block your progress? I do think that's the karmic theme of the Virgo full moon for you, Cancer. Let's talk a little bit about the bottom of the deck here with the Justice card and the Wheel of Fortune. So with the Justice in reverse, there's something here that was very unfair. I do feel there is unresolved karma And somebody probably acted unjustly in the past, whether through betrayal, avoidance, or just plain dishonesty, right? And so there's this lack of accountability. I also feel with this Justice card a mirroring connection, a mirror soul connection, and there's a dance here going on, and perhaps somebody still needs to take ownership of a past mistake here. The Wheel of Fortune is a clear indication of divine timing. It can also mean that fate is going to interfere during the eclipse. But I do feel the karmic cycle here is really what this is saying. And I think the eclipse is probably triggering a destined turning point. If there was unfairness, if there was imbalance or deception in the past, the eclipse is definitely going to bring everything to light. And I do think there's karmic closure that's happening, whether this is going to mean healing and a reconciliation, or maybe finally releasing something that is no longer serving you to go towards something that is meant for you, right? And so I kind of feel this full moon is all about healing and releasing the past betrayal, releasing the unresolved karma, choosing to move forward. I do feel the Virgo full moon Cancer is calling for some type of cleansing, healing. Discernment is probably going to be key. I do feel there's a need to let go of an old narrative about love, about connections, and there's a need to make a conscious choice, right? We all get to make a conscious choice about our future, and I think that's what this Two of Wands is saying. And so with the World card here, see the globe, the world, there is a cycle closing out here. There is a need to complete a cycle and to move forward. And so ask yourself, have you truly healed from a past betrayal, or is there fear still holding you back? Is this connection meant to be revived, or is it time to move on? Because I do think there's a karmic pattern here coming up for a release under the full moon eclipse, and you get to decide, right? Either way, I do feel there's going to be a fated moment of clarity, a karmic rebalancing, whether this is about healing a relationship or this is about closing out an old chapter. Now really is the time to release what no longer is serving you, so you can step into alignment and on your true path. And that's what I've got for you, Cancer.